All right, hour number 2. This is Idaho Sports Talk. We are Prater in the Ballgame. Appreciate you guys. 208-424-9300. We're looking for fan behavior. You got stories? You've seen stuff? 208-424-9300. Again, text us, call us, because Prater, our video cameras are on. We say hello to our YouTube, our internet audience. But last night in the Atlanta Braves game, their best player, Ronald Acuna Jr., was approached by several fans that just left their seat in the stand, ran right to center field where the Braves were playing. One guy hugged him. Another guy was touching him. It was very, very uncomfortable. And we said fan behavior, it is a problem. This isn't the only instance.
Yeah, coming off of a summer of fan behavior at concerts, especially one here in Boise, lots of national headlines about that. 3 or 4 concerts, fans behavior, pelting artists on stage. I don't understand that at all. You know, that's a new phenomenon. Fan behavior of running on the field certainly isn't a new phenomenon, but last night took it to a whole other level. The guy runs out there, puts his arm around him, and all of a sudden he's trying to take a selfie. And then here comes another security guy, and here comes a buddy. And the next thing you know, we got a scrum on the field, and people are rolling around. I think it was two people, 2 kids, 2 security guards, 1 Major League Baseball player. And is he the odds-on favorite to win NL MVP, by the way?
Probably, yeah. The Braves.
What are you probably? You're the baseball guy. I'm asking you. I don't know squat about baseball.
There's 5 weeks left.
Okay.
You know, let's not give away the MVP yet. But yeah, he's got a shot.
He's on the list, so he's a candidate for NL MVP. We're not talking about a scrub here. We're talking about a candidate for National League MVP. And next thing I know, he's sitting on his ass and rolling around in scrums with a couple of fans, and you know, fat Mike Prater out there, the security guard, you know, he's not helping the situation. He's like a bowling ball out there.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, it just got really ugly. So I took it to another level. When we all saw this video last night on social media, I thought, this is not good. And it's just not the streaker going around the warning track. I worry about the future of sports. I go back 20 years, and I can't remember exactly how long. I've lost track of time. But I remember when the little girl got killed at a Columbus Blue Jackets hockey game because there was no nets in the arenas, flying puck. And everybody screamed, we can't put nets up. We can't put nets up. We can't put nets up. And it was a big deal for a couple of years. Now every stinking professional hockey arena in this world has nets up, and you don't even think twice about it. I ask you this, Johnny Ballgame. Sometime in our lifetime, will we look at sporting events that are being played, and I'm not talking UFC, will we talk about sporting events that are played in cages? Are we talking about sporting events that are played behind fences? Are we talking about, as you pointed out, great idea, NBA basketball games being played behind 4 15-foot glass walls?
Yeah, I would say in 30, 40 years, maybe long past us, maybe with technology even more advanced at that point. Heck, maybe then you walk in and they put some type of coating on you, and if you cross the line, you get shocked. I don't stinking know, man. But look, the fan behavior, it's referee abuse at all levels. You can go to a Little League game now and almost, hey, there might be a fight that breaks out.
There are. You see them every, you see them all the time.
All the time. And the abuse of junior league and high school officials is at such an all-time high that every state has a problem getting officiating. Hell, even in Idaho, didn't JP tell us that, like, there's a game on a Thursday, there's a bunch of Thursday night games this year only because they're short on referee crews? So they need to ask these officiating crews, hey, you got to do Thursday and Friday this week. Sorry, but we just don't have enough people that want these jobs. It's not worth the abuse. And now the fans, even at the highest possible level of sports in this country, are saying, wait, whoa. Who is this Paul Blart security guard trying to run these yahoos down?
Mall cop, I knew it.
Yes, yeah, you did. And I mean, that no disrespect, but that's kind of what we saw last night. These security guards, I mean, it took everything they had to run out there. You can't run and these guys are, oh my God, these bumble turd McGillicuddies, man, running out there, ruin it for everybody. This is why we can't have nice things. The world has changed. I hate saying that, but it just has. And maybe it's, you said social media. People just, they can't wait to get that selfie. They want the new profile pic. I guarantee you that turd nugget, whoever took that selfie with Acuna last night, That's his profile picture on Twitter,
I don't know.
on the gram.
If you look at the video, though, here's the interesting part. About halfway through that scrum, he lost his phone and he went to pick it up and the security guard grabbed it.
Good.
He may not even have access to his phone. I would never have given that back. To run out there and put your arm around, was he a center fielder? Was Acuna and playing in center field?
I believe so.
Okay, running out to a center field, putting your arm around him and posing for a selfie. The only person that really handled it pretty well last night was Acuna, the baseball player. He just kind of stood there.
I think he was scared.
I think, yeah, he kind of put his hands up like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I got some stupid kid hugging me, and he won't let go of me. And here comes Paul Blart. And all of a sudden, now I'm really in trouble. And he just kind of ended up on his butt, and he never lost his cool. He never swung a pit. That could have been ugly if it was the athlete. And all of a sudden, you know what? If that was the wrong athlete, and he doesn't handle it as well as Acuna did last night, we're probably sitting here today blaming the athlete more than we are the cop or the drunken kid. And that's the unfortunate part here. So thank God he handled it pretty well. He handled it beautifully well. But ball game, I really truly believe in our lifetime, 5 years, 10 years. I don't know if it's baseball, basketball, football, hockey, whatever it is, a little league. I have no idea, but we're going to start playing sports in cages.
The Major League Baseball Players Association, I read an article today. They have contacted Major League Baseball, and they basically said, you guys have a problem on your hands. Our players are not feeling safe. It is our job as the MLB Players Association to keep our players safe. And you guys got to step this up. You got to fix something because, there was, you guys can look it up, the incident in Chicago last week. Obviously, we're talking about the one last night, though, in Atlanta, though. And they're saying you need to fix this. Is it fixable? I mean, without having to, put the nets up. I mean, can you imagine an NFL stadium or a Major League Baseball stadium or a college stadium? I mean, no one's. Maybe this is a good thing. No one's storming the field anymore. No one's going to be able to do that, and that stuff is part of the reason we love sports. That's why sports are fun, right? But you can't run on the field and take a selfie with someone, and I can't even believe, or I can, that it's come to that. But dang, man, like, what are we doing out here? It is going to be a problem, and I don't know how it's fixable other than your suggestions. People are just going to stop doing it. You have that much faith in these.
The problem is they don't get in trouble. I mean, that kid last night, let's just assume he's some kind of rich kid. He's an entitled kid. He doesn't care, drunken kid, whatever. And he knows he's probably going to spend a night in jail. He's going to have to go to court. He's going to get fined $1,200.
Okay.
He's going to have to do community service down at the Idaho Youth Ranch. Oh, never mind. I don't know anything about that. But in this particular case, you can get away with it. Maybe. And God, please don't beat me up for bringing this suggestion. Maybe we need some state or national legislation. If you do this is becoming a little bit of a national crisis, and we have bigger national crises. I get that. But let's be proactive. Let's be preventative here. Maybe unilaterally, if you run onto a sports field and trespass on a sports field and especially touch another athlete, then maybe it should be like an automatic, you're in jail.
Felony?
Well, I'm sure. I mean, whatever it is, let's discourage it. One night in the drunk tank, hell, you and I survived that. That's no big deal.
Yeah.
What came out just fine.
You get a ton of street cred on the way out. You're a hero among your friends, man. You're the cool guy. You're bitching.
That's exactly why they're doing it. Their friends are pushing them and teasing them and pushing them to do this. And they got a memory for the rest of their life that they'll tell their grandkids if they live that long. So maybe there needs to be some federal legislation. Maybe there needs to be something in terms of the penalty. You brought up something else too about the GPS, and I play golf, and sometimes I get stupid on a golf course, and sometimes fancier golf courses, and this happened to me twice this year. The golf cart has a GPS in it, and if you leave the fairway or the track that you're supposed to keep the cart on, like if Prater hits his ball 30 yards to the right, which I do all the time,
really?
And I take my golf cart up there, the GPS system locks.
And it doesn't let you drive the golf cart on certain other areas. Gosh,
yes,
man.
It locks. It seizes up and
They're
it locks.
doing that, huh? Okay.
And it's like, oh, crap. Prater's in the third hole, and you got to figure that out. Maybe you have to put we're all accustomed to walking into a sporting event or a concert, and if you're over 21, they put a wristband on you.
Okay.
Maybe you put a wristband on yourself. And maybe if this is the worst idea I've ever had.
I love it.
And if you jump over the fence, you get zapped like a dog with a collar.
So I was thinking, yes, those dog fences,
yes,
right, where you have to go in and you're right, but then you would take the wristband and run off. There'd have to be some way, like at that point, where they can there's like some type of device where it's like a laser gun and they can point it at you and shoot you.
Ooh,
and then all of a sudden you're zapped. So your body for the next 3 hours, if you cross a certain line, you will get shocked. I don't know if we're coming to that. Tony, thanks for holding, man. Why don't you join this conversation? Tony, appreciate the call. What you got?
Yeah, I was a sports official back in the day, and it got to the point the state that I was officiating in, they actually made it a felony if you attacked an official.
Nice.
And stuff. I did baseball, basketball, football, all that stuff. But the other thing is it got to the point to where I had to have insurance when I was officiating because of lawsuits can be brought against you as an official.
Wow.
And I believe it was either last year or the year before. I think it was a Rams game. Somebody did something. One of the Rams guys laid them out. Anyway, the player got sued.
I think it was Bobby Wagner. It was Bobby Wagner last year.
I don't remember, but
I think that was, yeah.
It's like what Prater said. There's no repercussions or anything, but not because of that, but I stopped officiating a long time ago. But yeah, it got to the point where the state that I was in made it a felony because it was a baseball game and fans took a bat to an umpire. Did a grievous harm to him. But from my side of it, there was a guy, I was not officiating this game, but anyway, he got hit with a baseball and the second base had come undone. So when he slid, he went past it and got hit. Anyway, his partner sued for a loss of consortium and won.
Gotcha. Wow, your blinker signal's on, Tony.
Yeah, don't forget to turn right or left. Yeah, I like that idea, and it makes a lot more sense than a dog collar. That's Prater. You're just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the felony, if you trespass at a sporting event, if you touch a game official, if you touch an athlete in the field of play or any part where you're trespassing, an automatic felony. Let's get some states. I think I saw a state senator running around. Is there a state senator running around in our hallways right now? Or is he a U.S. senator? He's not a state senator. He's
JP, who is this guy?
I believe it's Senator Simpson.
Yeah, we don't want to talk politics here, but there was a U.S. senator. As I went to the bathroom, he's running around. I go, hey, let's get him in here. Let's get some federal legislation going and just be proactive and maybe be proud for a change of Idaho politics and stand up and say, we're going to be the leader. Nobody wants to go there, but nobody wants to be the guy that somebody's going to die. Yep. I mean, if that dude last night had a knife.
Yep, he's dead.
Are you kidding me?
He's dead.
Are you kidding me?
It's over. And people saw it and they recorded it on their phones. And that is all we'd be talking about for the next week on this show. We are that close to that happening.
Senator Simpson, paging Senator Simpson. We need some federal legislation to stop these knuckleheads. Stand up and make Idaho proud.
It's our video segment, and it's always brought to you by don'tbebroke.com. That's Dollar Loan Center. Quick and expensive, safe and regulated. 16 locations in Idaho. Coming soon. Apply online for $5,000. That's don'tbebroke.com. Prater, maybe the matchup, hopefully not the mismatch, the matchup of the day on Saturday. Boise State, Washington is the Bronco defensive backs versus the Husky wide receivers. We have some audio. We're going to dive deep into that one.
Let's do it, buddy.
Prater on the ball game. KTIK, the ticket. That's next.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studios, this is Ticket